Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today's video I kind of want to go over something that I kind of find myself using all the time on my Sony FX3. It's almost like a hidden setting in the camera. It's not really hidden, it's there, but just I don't think too many people know that you can actually do this to the FX3, and I believe the A7S III as well, and I think maybe other Sony cameras or the newer cameras. But like I said, I just find myself using this setting and function on my FX3 all the time, and it can actually create more of a cinematic look to your video, and it will save you some time in the end as well. So basically what I'm talking about is setting your Sony FX3 or A7S III zoom rocker button right here, or trigger I guess you'd call it. And so what this is going to do is basically going to allow you to zoom in as you're recording. Now this is only going to work in 24 frames and 60 frames. Unfortunately, doesn't work in 120 frames. Like I said, I find myself using this setting or button function, whatever you want to call it, on my FX3 all the time. It just creates a little bit of a movement in your video, saves you time instead of adding keyframes later on in Premiere or Resolve, whatever you're using to edit. I'm just going to throw a couple clips up here right now real quick just to show you some shots of me actually using this setting. So now you can set this setting or function to digital zoom, optical zoom, or a clear image zoom. Now for me, for my liking and the look that I like the best, I set mine to digital zoom. Now you can actually set this focus rocker or zoom rocker piece right here on the shutter button to on a certain speed of how fast or slow you want that rocker zoom button to zoom in. Zooming in and zooming out speed to set to 2. I find this just to be a very more of an organic feel of when you're zooming in and zooming out. It doesn't act like a full zoom in. It actually does it very smoothly, and I find like this is the most underrated button or setting that you can actually set your FX3 or one of the newer Sony cameras to. I just feel like I'm always using this setting, and I just find that it always adds a cool and unique look to your footage, especially when you're zooming in and zooming out. Or even differently, it actually looks a little bit better. Actually, it looks a lot better doing this in the camera digitally than adding keyframes later on. I find this button or function very useful, and I've been using it a lot in my videos. Other than that, we'll see you guys on the next video.